It starts with a whisper, a soft rustle in the leaves, a footstep where no one should be, and then nothing. No scream, no struggle, just silence. Across the vast and beautiful national parks of the United States, people have been disappearing. Seasoned hikers, solo adventurers, families, gone without a trace, often under chilling and unexplained circumstances. The official explanations: accidents, wildlife, getting lost. But to those who know the parks well, something doesn't feel right. What if the wilderness is hiding something far more sinister? In the heart of North America, where endless stretches of forest cover the land and the wind moves like breath between the trees, there's a silence that feels too heavy. National parks, icons of American beauty, may seem peaceful, but behind the postcard-perfect trails and scenic overlooks, something else may be lurking, something ancient, something watching. And in certain corners of these parks, people vanish without a sound. In October of 2013, 24-year-old graduate student Emily Sanders went on a solo hike in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. She was an experienced backpacker and had left a detailed itinerary with her family. She was due back in 3 days, but Emily never returned. Her car was discovered right where she left it, parked neatly at the trailhead. Her trail log had entries up to the final morning. 3 miles into the trail, her tent was found undisturbed. Her sleeping bag was still warm. It was as if she had just stepped out, then vanished into thin air. No footprints, no scent trail, no sign of a struggle. The search lasted 10 days. Helicopters circled overhead. Dogs picked up her trail briefly, leading to a rocky ledge. Then nothing. It was like she had been lifted off the ground. Locals whispered of others who'd gone missing in those same woods, of lights that danced between the trees at night, of dark shapes that moved too quickly. Park officials called it an accident, but those who've lived near the forest believe otherwise. The Smokies aren't the only place. Across the United States, hundreds of people have disappeared in national parks under similarly bizarre circumstances. Take Jared Atadero, a 5-year-old boy who vanished while hiking in Colorado's Comanche Peak Wilderness in 1999. His body was found years later in a spot nearly impossible to reach, high up on a cliff. His clothes were untouched, his shoes clean, no signs of a fall, no signs of an animal, just questions. Some say it's just bad luck, that nature is unforgiving, but others speak of something darker. One retired park ranger, who asked not to be named, recalled a section of the Olympic National Forest where GPS fails and compasses spin wildly. He responded to a distress call deep in the backcountry and arrived to find a campsite undisturbed, a fire still smoldering, supplies untouched, but the people who made the call, gone. Claw mark, 15 feet high, scarred the trees nearby. No bear did that, he said. There are stories, people hearing footsteps that echo their own, strange howling that doesn't sound like any known animal, eyes glowing in the dark, and sometimes something more terrifying, voices calling their names from the woods, voices that sound familiar. Some believe in the Wendigo, an ancient creature of Native American legend, said to stalk the forests, feeding on human flesh and sorrow, tall, skeletal, with glowing eyes and a hunger that never ends. Sightings of similar beings have been reported in the far north and deep Appalachians, descriptions eerily consistent across decades. In Montana's Glacier National Park, 4 hikers vanished in a single season in the early 2000s. Their tents were found shredded, their gear scattered. There were drag marks in the dirt. One search dog returned, trembling. The handler said it had smelled something it didn't understand. Something wrong. Locals call that area the Hollow. It's a place avoided even by seasoned outdoorsmen. Tribal legends describe shapeshifters, entities that mimic voices to lure prey. One survivor swore he heard his mother calling him from the trees, but she'd been dead for years. Daniel Price, a former Army Ranger, recounted his own encounter in Shenandoah National Park. Lost for 3 days, he said he was led deeper into the forest by what sounded like a crying child. On the second night, he heard it again, this time calling his name in his late mother's voice. He ran until he collapsed beside a creek. When he turned back, something was watching him. It wasn't human. Park rangers found him disoriented, bruised, and dehydrated. For 2 days, he didn't speak. When he finally did, he said, "It mimicked her voice perfectly, but it wasn't her. It was hungry." The National Park Service keeps no centralized list of missing persons. Requests for information are often denied. Some whistleblowers claim there are quiet policies in place to prevent panic or to keep something hidden. Researchers have noticed patterns. Many vanishings occur near ancient cave systems, magnetic anomalies, or old sacred indigenous sites, places believed to hold spiritual power or ancient danger. In some locations, radiation levels spike, EM signals go haywire, drones malfunction, compasses spin, radios die. Some believe the parks were created not just for conservation, but containment, to seal away secrets, to protect something, or keep us away from it. A late-night radio operator once intercepted a strange signal, a man's voice, frantic and whispering. "They're not animals, they copy us. Don't follow the voices. They're in the trees, they're watching." Then a scream, then silence. Rangers tell stories when they think no one is listening. Entire patrols that lose track of time. Thick fog that rolls in from nowhere. Names whispered on the wind. Strange lights above the trees. And always that feeling that someone or something is watching. Whatever the truth is, it's buried under layers of mystery, silence, and fear. Maybe it's just the danger of the wild, or maybe it's something far older. So the next time you step into a national park and the forest suddenly goes quiet, when even the birds stop singing, ask yourself, is it just nature or is something else out there? Because not everyone who enters the forest comes back.